Hello, welcome to my Mindful Corner. Today we don't have a meditation, but I just have a couple quick grounding exercises for you that you can do right now at home, wherever you are. So grounding is basically pulling our thoughts and mind back into the present moment. This is really good if you're feeling dissociative. What that means is like when we kind of have an out-of-body experience, you might feel like we're watching ourselves or we're moving through jello, we just feel off. This is also really good if we're having racing thoughts and we can't really stay focused on what we're doing. So there's a couple quick activities. The first one I call is just a 5 senses grounding activity. So I want you to take a minute and first notice 5 things that you can see. So right now I see my phone. I see a water bottle over here. I see a chair. I see my calendar, and I see the thermostat. So that's 5 things right now I can see. And then next I want you to think of 4 things that you can feel. Not feel emotionally, but things that you can touch. So for example, I can feel my clothing against my body. I can feel my hair against my face. I feel the weight of my body on this chair, and I can feel my feet touching the carpet. And now I want you to think of 3 things that you can hear. I hear the kind of air conditioning plumbing sounds in my apartment. I hear water running in another room. I can hear myself talking. And then next, think of 2 things right now that you can smell. And if you can't smell 2 things, then just 2 things you like the smell of. Right now I'm burning a butterscotch candle, so I can smell that. I can't really smell anything else. So a smell that I like is lavender. And then lastly, one thing that you can taste, or if you're not chewing gum or eating anything, then just one thing you like the taste of. I'm not eating anything, so I really like the taste of Sour Patch Kids. So that's, again, a quick grounding exercise you can do. So 5 things you see, 4 things you feel, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell or like to smell, and 1 thing that you can taste or like to eat. And then another way, if you're more of a visual person or you just kind of like drawing and art, you can trace your hand. Doesn't have to be perfect, just the point that you can see that there's 5 fingers. So I just very quickly trace my hand, and then you're gonna label each finger with one of the 5 senses. So I'm gonna make my pinky see, my ring finger here, my middle finger touch, my index finger smell, and my thumb taste. And then on each finger, under those 5 senses, you can either write or draw something that you like for each of those categories. So for example, I like seeing the ocean. I like hearing music. I like the feel of my cat's fur. I like the smell of lavender. And I like the taste of chocolate. So you write something down or draw for each of the 5 senses, and then you can take a minute to stare at this hand and study it and try your best to memorize it. So we look at it for a minute, and then in the moment we're feeling anxious or dissociative or worried, we feel our thoughts racing, you can just look at your hand and be, what was on each finger? So I look at my hand and be like, okay, my pinky was see ocean, my ring finger was hear music, my middle finger was touch my cat's fur, my first finger was smell lavender, and my thumb was taste chocolate. And so now I'm not only thinking about things that make me happy, but I'm distracting myself from everything that's going on and just focusing on accessing that memory of what did I write on my hand. So those are a couple quick exercises that you can do to help calm you down in the moment. Don't involve sitting and listening to a meditation. So I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you next week. Stay mindful.